Today I will describe to you the application of Segui il tuo istinto, which we have named CEMENTO NATURALE, and which, being a cement, is created for spaces designed with a somewhat urban character. And of course, as always, everything starts with the application of primus. Now we proceed to apply Segui il tuo istinto.
We
have applied the product as always, and at this point, we need to process it. We shall use the usual instrument, the usual pad, and let's go and make those holes that we find in a wall that has been made with cement, thus with small irregular marks that gives the aspect of cement. Obviously, the colors that might be more popular with this finish will be the grays and some ochres. On the whole, these metropolitan colors. This is our suggestion of that which may be a wall of natural cement, and this processing is done so that it may give this impression. Obviously, within you there is your instinct, which will guide you towards the application that you want to do, that which for you is Cemento Naturale. Now, let's go and complete it. Here is the drawing. It seems a bit strange, right? However, this is what will, in the end, when we go and press, provide that aspect of irregularity which is typical of Cemento Naturale. Now that we press down the tips, in order to create a smooth and compact surface, we have to press with more force. This new instrument is useful, the spray. We will wet these areas, and this will allow for compacting without tearing the product. In case the product does get torn, no problem. We simply wet it with the spray, and with the spatula in the opposite direction, we can close it. It is interesting because the time for interventions is long. If now there are any patches that we do not like, then we can wet it and press it down. And this disappears, and we can modify the drawing again as per our liking. Here, the drawing is beautiful, and the product is nearly dry. It is the moment to press down one last time if we wanted to tend towards polished. Else, we can leave it as it is. And here it is. The structure has been made. This wall seems to be of cement. Actually, it is an absolutely lime-based product that you already know. Segui il tuo istinto. Completely breathable. By now, you know the qualities. Now, let us take a look at the finishing, the possible finishes. These are the two finishes about which we spoke in the beginning, one with wax and one with a metallic finish. So for the wax, nothing that is new. We have known wax for the last 20 years. We pass it with the sponge without overdoing it. In my opinion, this is the perfect finish, the wall absolutely breathable. Now the wax is drying. We rub with a cloth, and we have this light satin effect, but that aspect of true nature in this wall of cement. Here it is not dry as yet, but surely can be touched. Pleasing, very pleasing. A very simple finish, a coat of Istinto applied, and then the wax. We have finished here. However, we can do more. Thus, for those that demand more, for those that want a finish which is special, elaborate, we can work with mother-of-pearl, metallic, or gold finish products. In this case, we will use gold, and we shall apply 2 coats, always with the sponge of gold finish, but diluted at 30%. Why? Because if we were to apply it pure, we could do it with one coat, but it would be a bit more difficult. 2 coats diluted at 30% will be faster, and we will have a more uniform result. Okay, ready for the second coat. There is some transparency. With the second coat, we shall cover it completely. Now, this wall may be considered finished. We have a golden cement, a very strange finish. We could even leave it as it is, but we would like to give you another small tip. How to fill these holes of the structure with a rust color so that we have a lightly rusted gold, something that is very peculiar. We will take this rust color, we put 30% water, and we go and fill the holes with gold. And then with a wet sponge, we remove all the excess from the surface so that the color remains inside the holes. Very beautiful. Here too we have made a mark. We have given more depth to this product with these patches on the inside. We have given still more life, a different perspective, a different depth. Now, if we want to render this thing to become even luminescent, transparent, we apply a coat of vetro which will give still more depth. This vetro should be applied pure, provided that it's a production lot of this year. If it is from preceding year's lot, then it is better to use it diluted. Very well. This is Cemento Naturale, this new effect which in its version with wax is the one closer to the design aesthetic. Thus, colors like dove gray, a somewhat darker gray up to black, for very tasteful and modern spaces. Instead, here we can dive into creativity. Therefore, these new walls that are so peculiar, so different, with every color.
Quindi queste nuove pareti così particolari, così diverse, con ogni colore, con ogni...
With every color that may be invented, so that we leave it to the fantasies of both the decorator and the architect the possibility to choose their own wall. So, have fun.